What up, Raffleaders? Welcome back to my channel. We're back here in Georgetown looking at the new A Division police station behind me. I'm on Hatfield Street. It's actually about 6 p.m. in the evening here in Georgetown. I thought I'd give you an update on the new A Division police station because I was just passing and I noticed they took down the scaffolding, they took down the fabric that was covering the building, and now we can see it clearly. So let's take a look at what this building looks like now that we can see the architectural details. Tell me what you think. What up, Raffleaders? Welcome back to my channel. We're back on Brick Dam. This is Brick Dam in Georgetown, Guyana. It's Wednesday afternoon. We're just passing the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. Right, that is the Catholic Cathedral here. Crossed over. That is Camp Street, the section of Camp Street and Brick Dam. I wanted to show you this new development here. So they've taken down the fabric that was covering the facade of this new A Division police station, Brick Dam police station. And now we can see what the building looks like. And I have to say, it actually looks like a police station. I was wondering what it would look like, but those narrow windows all up and down the sides of the building look like they'd be difficult to break out of. So the building itself looks like a police station. Looks like the police stations that are typical, in the movies, in some Hollywood movies, when they would show you a police station, it would be this building with very narrow windows or very few windows, but they all looks like a tall prison. And that is exactly what this looks like. To me, that is. I don't know what it looks like to you. But now that the facade has been taken down, we're able to see what this new A Division headquarters looks like. It's about 6 p.m. So it is actually a bit late to be viewing this building in the fading afternoon light. But what is striking is how many windows there are, even though they're narrow windows, right? Even though the windows are decidedly narrow, there's an exceedingly large number of them. Right? Tell me if you can count them. On each floor, this is on the east facing side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 9. So there's 9 windows on each floor. Probably more. Probably 10 if you count the one in the middle of the split. Right, so it's a building that is decidedly not lacking in windows. And that's interesting because it's typical. Now, it's interesting to me to see what that will look like when it's completed in terms of colors of the windows. Are they going to make them one-way glass where you can't see through the windows, at least not from the outside? But this is what it looks like here in Georgetown. Will they color it? Will they paint the building in blue and white, the colors of the Guyana Police, or black and blue? The colors of the Guyana Police Force. This is the north-facing side. Right, this is the side that faces brick dam. This is the side that faces brick dam. So the building is beginning to look like it would in its final form. On the ground floor, let's see what that looks like. I guess there's going to be some wide floor to ceiling glass panels on the ground floor, which would be interesting to see how they implement that. But this is the north facing side. Now there are still at least eight sets of windows on each floor, and then there's a wide, I don't know if this is going to become a balcony in the end, but I don't think so. I don't think they're going to chance that. I don't think it's going to be a balcony. This is what the architecture looks like behind all that fabric that was once covering the building. Now let's see on the south, what is it, the west facing side. This is what the building looks like on its west side. Again, lots of windows, which I can't say I'm disappointed in. I think it's really good that they put windows in, but it's so typical. So again, on each floor, on each level, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 6, 8 windows on each floor at each level. So this is the new A Division police station. I'm going to try to catch the south side of the building before the sun goes down. So this is Manjit Place. On the other side, that's the St. Stanislaus College, where they're still working on erecting 2 large structures of frame. The I-beams have already been put up for the frame of these new buildings. Seems as if St. Stanislaus is going to get some pretty large auxiliary buildings. I think what they're building in terms of volume might be bigger than the school itself that exists, which would be a great thing. They'd be doubling the floor space of the building. So we're coming around to Hadfield Street. This is Hadfield Street. And what we want to do is see the south-facing side of the building. This view. That's Hatfield Street looking downtown towards the market and the bus park to Temeri and Linden. And this is what the building looks like. The police station looks like on its west side and south side, western facing side of the building and the south side of the building. Again, lots of windows. So what is clear is that it's wider. This would be considered the back of the building. It's actually surprisingly close to the western end of the, not the western, but the southern end of the complex. So it's quite massive, right? So there are, let's see, 4 and 5, 9 and 4, 13 windows on each floor. So there are windows on all sides. They've already started to put in, I guess, the internal walls. You can see the metal frame for the internal walls already being installed. So putting in the rooms. But yeah, guys, this is Definitely a revelation, showing you the progress on this new A Division police station here on Hatfield Street. It's the end of a long and busy weekday in Georgetown, and the traffic here on Hatfield Street is quite tame. I guess at the end of the day, most of the population that lives outside of Georgetown travels out, so this is a car dealership here on Hatfield Street. I think they've started to refurbish or rebuild this location. But yeah, this is what the building looks like. This is what the A Division police station looks like. This is the south-facing side. Very interesting, I think. I am actually pleasantly surprised, I'd say. I think it does look like a police station, a stereotypical police station, but then I kind of was expecting it to be much more impressive. I thought it would be a good opportunity to build a structure, one of the tallest in the country, but a structure that is inspiring in terms of its architectural detail. I don't know what it's going to look like in the end. From the posters that were painted and put up, displayed before, it was a blue and white building that looked very typical, and unfortunately I think they missed the opportunity to build a truly iconic building. They could have used the chance to spend all this money to build not only a functional building, but something that was inspiring in its architectural design. And I guess this is as good as it gets here in Guyana for now, until I guess the private sector takes up the mantle and starts building really inspiring architecture. But this is a government building. I guess it's good enough for government work, as they say. Good enough for government work means government is not going to spend more than is necessary to get work done. They're not going to give you any frills and fanciness. But that's it, guys. That's what it looks like now that they've taken down the scaffolding. They've taken down a lot of the fabric. Some of it's still left. That is what the new A Division police station looks like behind the fabric. We're going to keep you updating this construction site until it's completed. But for now, I think this is a major milestone showing progress with the new A Division police station. Tell me what you think, guys, in the comments below. Tell me what you think about the architectural design now that the building is clearly visible. It's also visible from about 4 or 5 blocks in every direction. So it's still one of the tallest buildings in this neighborhood and everywhere else. But that's what we're looking at for now. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later!